Hello everyone, this is the Super Wig Maker, and today I'm very happy because I have a huge order. Why am I happy? Because a wig maker's dream is to make wigs. I make closures and frontals and hairlines, and they all work very well. I have done some wig refurbishes as well, and that shows my skills and abilities. But making wigs is what a wig maker usually wants to do. And from all the wigs, the full lace wigs is what is actually my dream to make. So this is exactly what it is for this video, a full lace wig for a lady. Now let me walk you through what I have here and why I have it here. First of all, this lady unfortunately went through chemotherapy, and I hope that she's doing fine. And when you go through chemotherapy, you end up losing your hair. And this is exactly the case. She actually, I don't know if she doesn't have any hair or if she shaves, but she showed me a picture and she has absolutely no hair. A couple of friends of hers, she wants to have a full lace wig obviously, and this is what I'm gonna make for her. And what happened is that she got a couple of friends of her donating their own hair for this lady to have a wig. So I'm gonna walk you through everything that I have. First of all, on orders like this, I just told her that please go ahead and make a head mold of your head. This is a full lace unit. You need this unit more than other women need it. So she did send me the head mold, and I have to say that she did exactly like I wanted her to do. That's how it is. And I don't know if she made this the edges the way she wants, or she followed her own edges if she has any hair, but that seems like a pretty reasonable thing to have. Yeah, that's the front one. She did a very good job. This is exactly what I want people to do when they make a head mold. And I'm gonna stretch it. Obviously, I'm gonna probably wear it on a mannequin head. Yeah, it doesn't fit on this one, so I'm gonna put it on a smaller one, but it doesn't matter. The only thing that I would do differently is I would put tape even on the edges as well. But it doesn't matter, as I said. It's just fine because she used some kind of film. So this is a good thing. I really like the fact that she did a very good job on the mold. It literally saves my hands, and I know that she's gonna wear it nicely. She also sent this, which is, oh, another thing. Sorry, I'm gonna start from this. This is the hair donation. Here's what. I have 3 ponytails. This hair is like a medium brown, and it's pretty nice in thickness. I can say it doesn't seem to have like too many fillers. Really short. This is another one. It's pretty the same to this one, although it's it's softer here and kind of dry down here because it's, I don't know, maybe this is dyed hair, who cares. And then she sent this as well, which is super short, but I can very easily use because it seems to have a lot of hair on this here. So for example, if you see these really short strands, these are not usable. You can see that they're so short, but it's okay because this is just a ponytail cut. Now here's what I'm gonna tell. I will keep telling this in every video for everyone that sends hair. This ponytail had only this elastic here. I put that. Guys, it almost fell apart. Look at that. This would fall apart if I didn't put this. And these were slightly better kept, but still put more elastics. Put a lot of you can put here, 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 and here. Put an elastic everywhere, please. If this falls apart, it's gonna get scrambled and it will no longer be Remy. So all of this hair is kind of brownish, but they have different luster and stuff. So I plan to kind of mix it a little bit, and I'm gonna put this back here. She also made sure that she's gonna buy some hair I put this elastic here. This is, it doesn't say anything. I think she already said that she bought this hair and it kind of looks a little glossy and nice. This has to be virgin. It's a good hair. I'm gonna use it, obviously. So first things first, I also told her that this is about 12 inches. It's slightly less than 12 inches because if I stretch this, it's a little longer. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. And this is so much longer. So you realize that I told her that these different hair, I can't really blend them just to make one length because you realize that all this density here would end up being so thin down here. So I told her that I'm gonna use the shorter hair on the lower parts of the wig and I'm gonna use the longer hair on the top parts of the wig, and then she will be able to make a haircut of the wig to shape it. Okay, so I'm finally done separating the hair and I have to say a couple of things. This is one of the long ponytails, the darker one, and I have the pretty much longest strands from here. This is the lighter brown, as you can see, and these are the longest as well, and they have like pretty much similar length. And I'm gonna blend them because I don't want to have two colors in the different areas. This hair is from that place and this is from here, and these strands are everything from about sorry, it's this is 12 inches, this is about 8 inches. This is the hair from 8 inches to 12 inches, and I just harvested separately, and this as well. You can see that these two are pretty much the same in size. And this came from here and this came from here. This hair is super short, which means that I can't really use it because if I fold the hair like that, you see how short it's gonna be. This is for like a pixie cut hair wig, so, and this as well. But why didn't I discard it? Because this hair is from donation and I really want this girl to take back everything that I didn't use. Of course, I discarded everything too short, like that short. For example, let me just show you. This hair is discarded, but it's super short. Like, look how short it is. You can't really do much with it, and I couldn't even grab it to make a bundle. So this hair is discarded, obviously, and my room is full of hair. So these two will go back to her. Definitely unused. You're gonna have to remember this is the lighter color, this is the darker color. It's a little obvious. So all this hair is gonna be used first, and from the shorter ponytail that we had, this is the super short strands that I'm not gonna use, and I'm gonna send back to her because this is too short. And this hair is like this and this, which I'm planning to blend all together and use it for the lower parts of the wig. This is not gonna be used, so I'm probably gonna put it in a bigger elastic, braid it like the other, and send it back to her. Yeah, I'm gonna send it back to her. And I have this as well, which I didn't process yet, but it seems to be identical to this quality. And it doesn't seem to have a lot of fillers, to be honest with you, because you can see that it's that thick here and that thick here, so I don't really need to take anything out of from here to separate according to length. This will only be able to be used in the lower part. And also, if I end up having too much hair and not use anything, I'm planning to use first all this hair because this is from the donation. This is important to use all the donation hair in the wig. Sorry, to put in the wig. This lady and this lady and this lady, they need to be included in the wig because they made the good deed to donate their own hair, so their hair has to exist in the wig, period. Just because it doesn't exist doesn't matter, but every different donator needs to exist in the week. If this is not necessary, I'm gonna send it back to her like this because she bought this hair, but it's not sentimental to use this hair. If I don't need to use it, I'm not gonna use it. If I need to use it, I will. But first I have to finish all this hair and then use this. So for now I'm not gonna process that. If I need to, I'm gonna use it last. So I'm gonna put it back here. And I said that I'm gonna use first the long hair, and I'm gonna use it on top, and then I'm gonna blend this for the lower parts, and probably I'm gonna use some of that hair. My concern is that this wig is gonna end up being too short. So what I'm planning to do is for the lower parts, I'm gonna have just a small return, not too much, so as to have enough length to fall down. And then the top where everything matters more, I'm gonna have a longer return, so the hair is gonna end up being, you know, still long enough, but the returns are not gonna be too short. I thought about tossing in a little bit of hair that I have in order to make it more consistent, but I'm gonna see if I'm gonna do that, because I already told her if the hair is not enough the way I want to use it, I'm gonna put in my own hair, hair that I have, I mean in my possession, and put it in here so as to make it more hair and be able to use it for the wig. So I'm gonna come back to you and tell you exactly what I'm doing. So I mounted it on the dude again, and it fits good enough, I could say. So I put a little bit of foam inside the on top of the dude, so it fits better because it had a little wrinkling going on here. That's why I have it kept with an elastic. And I have to say something. I've already discussed this with her. When you make your head mold, this is like a huge line. So does your edge stop here or does your edge stop here? Because if the line was like that thickness, it doesn't make a difference if it's here or here. But this can really make a difference in the shape, I can say. So I'm planning I told her that I'm gonna include it in the hairline. I'm gonna go until the middle of it, because I'm sure that he was just marking her hairline, so it got inner and outer, so it's gonna be in the middle. Yes, I'm just gonna start making the wig cap and see if I come up with anything else, and I'm gonna tell you. Okay, a small update on the wig cap construction. This is medium brown lace because she's black, and I have made some markings up here. I'm gonna have denier 40 from Hugo Royer here and denier 20/30 for the hairline all the way to the ears. So I just pinned down everything I want from the back of the wig cap, and I'm gonna cut off the excess now. Okay, it almost looks like a nuclear disaster right now. All the markings and everything, I've put the 40 denier on top. You can see the difference, it's so much thinner. And I've put the denier 20/30 in the front, and I kind of stitched everything approximately with nylon thread. Okay, so this is ready, as you can see. This I have put, it's visible, I'm sure. I've put some nylon thread here, as I said. It's not visible, and the seams are all nice and okay, very small. And I also did something that I didn't plan to do. I have used the sewing machine to make a horizontal lining here, but it doesn't look anything bad, so I think it's just fine the way it is, and it's very secure now. This is the fragile lace, and it's kept very nicely here. So I'm ready to ventilate, but before I do that, I'm going to say something additional. I have a change in the plans for the hair. Here's what. This, and this hair, and also this hair. Okay. This hair is hair that I'm adding to the piece, because this hair over here is not going to be enough for the whole unit. And if I include the super short hair that I'm sending back as a memoir, it's gonna be like rat tails in the end. So I told the lady I have a couple of very thin, fine Indian hair, and the length is almost the same as you can see. Of course, this is black and this is like brown, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna blend it equally, and also this is a little ombre, as you can see. I bought it naturally like that. It's fine Indian hair, and then it went to this color naturally. I don't know if it's dyed, but I think it's dyeable, so it's virgin. I mean, it's not processed to be like that. So I'm gonna blend everything, and then I'm gonna come back to see how much I have, because this hair is about 150 grams only. So this hair is about another, let's say 150 or something. This hair. So it's gonna be enough to make the wig. So I'm finishing day one, and I'm gonna show you a little bit how I'm ventilating. About 3 strands, one knot fasten, second knot fasten, and then I go. And it takes a little more time to ventilate like that because the double knot needs practically double the time, but it's okay. I'm doing this because I really want to make sure that this is gonna be more secure. Now this is day one, and I'm gonna skip the rest of the ventilation. I just want to finish all this piece right now, just to call it, um, a day off. And I'm gonna show you in a moment how that looks. Okay, I think I'm done for day one. I'm just gonna take it out from here. I'm gonna show you how much I did. I did all this. And I have to say that if you force it upwards, you can actually see this area here. So maybe I will have to later bleach the knots. But that's only so much that I can do. You can see the difference. This is like 3 strands per knot, double knot. This is single strand, single knot. You can see the difference. But that's the way it is in the back. It's not going to be visible because this area is not going to be exposed in any way. And to be honest with you, if it didn't have double knots, it would still be believable enough. Just forget about the dots. See about how the hair looks, the density and everything. But if she really wants to make it more believable, oh, also this is against white's background right now. She's darker, so this is gonna be even less prominent. So I'm almost done with the back, and you can see that it has the double knots. It's so much more job to do when you make double knots, but I'm gonna tell you in the end all my thoughts about it. But other than that, it's just worth having double knots just because they will never shed a single strand. It will only be wear and tear and snapping of strands. If you see though on this area, the hair goes this way and it's slightly, I would say frontwards, because it doesn't go that way, it goes that way. You can see that the way these lines are going, they're 90 degrees different to the hair falling. So when I reach this part, I don't want the hair to go that way because, the head is like that. It should go like this. So what I'm gonna do is, this hair is going downwards as the lace allows, and this, instead of ventilating that way, I'm ventilating that way. So this hair is gonna meet kind of a little bit here, and the hair on this lace, of course, they go like that. They will lay flat. This is gonna lay flat, and then of course on top of here I'm gonna have multi-direction as well as here, because I don't want to have too much flatness. I already told this lady, and the same thing will happen here. This direction, and it's this, and this. Okay, so as I said, I filled the sides as well. You can see that. And I left this area now that I'm gonna make slightly better detail. I did the transition between the bulky area to the finer area. You can see that here it has slightly better definition, still double knots, 2 strands per knot. You can see over here as well, you can see how chunkier that looks and how better that looks. So I finally finished the wig, and it took me about 2 days more than what I wanted it to take me. Actually, I gave her 2 to 3 times a week, 2 to 3 weeks time for me to make it, and I'm just 2 days past the second week, so I'm inside the time schedule that I gave her. But you know, I just wanted to finish this like 2 days ago, but the hairline just took a little bit too much. Let me just part the hairline like that. This is the high definition parting, as you can see, and then we go back to the half definition part, as you can see. Still, it's very good. I'm gonna blitz the knots. I'm gonna mildly blitz the knots, and also I want to tell you about the ventilation direction. I'm really happy with it because, as you can see, it actually has a little natural bounce. It doesn't lay too flat. You can make it lay flat if you want to, if you blow dry it, but it doesn't want to go like that by itself. So wait. And it's a pretty deep parting. You can see that it goes as far as here, so she won't really have she won't part it all the way back here, so the crown is very easily concealing everything beyond that. I'm gonna make a cross parting like I usually do. And we have a little noise from outside coming anyway. The good thing with working with European quality hair, thin hair, is that even the half definition area becomes so nice and so natural and so not so revealing, and the high definition area is practically like it almost doesn't need bleaching the knots. Also take into consideration that uh, the lady is dark skinned, and she has a dark skin. It's not just, you know, a light skinned black lady. She's a dark skinned black lady, so it's not gonna be even so visible when she wears it. It's not gonna be that visible on the knots here because they're closer to her skin than this paper white background. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna mildly bleach all the closure area and all the hairline area. All this area here. You can see how nice it looks. I have slightly less density on the sides because this is how everyone has their hair. That's how it goes naturally on the sides of the hair. All this area is gonna have to be mildly bleached. I might not even have to bleach this, but I will eventually. I'm satisfied, and I hope she's gonna be satisfied as well. I also told her one thing. I'm waiting for some materials to come to me so I can try to permanently seal the knots and the edge of the lace and everything. But for now, I still haven't had it in my hands, so I told her to invest in a very good knot sealer, because this area here is 2 strands per knot, but single knot, and this is single strand, single knot. Everything else will not have a problem because it's double knotted, so this is not going to shed for sure. And also I have a little bit on the neck area, as I told you in the beginning. So the areas that have single strand, single knot, or double strand, single knot, are prone to shedding more easily than the double knot area. So she will have to invest in a good knot sealer if she wants this wig to last her years. But when I get my materials, the PU skin, the liquid skin, I'm gonna try it, and if it works, if it does mold the base permanently, then I'm gonna be using it pretty much on every piece that I make, because I really want my pieces to last possibly forever. Okay, so it finished. Don't judge the dude. I'm gonna remove it from here so you can see better. I have to say that it looks quite okay and natural. There are some markings here, don't judge them. And the top part is going very deep, and then we have the double knots, so you see that it has all this area enough to hide the crown. Now another thing is that the ends are not very thick, obviously you can see that, but that's how the hair used to be, and it doesn't matter because she didn't want this to be so long. This is going to be almost like you can see that the hair's here, and this is going to be like her brow or something, so she can actually, she wanted it shorter, so she can actually start cutting it and get rid of this. I'm not cutting anything, I'm giving her the wig as it is, and you can see that it has the bounce. When you take the partings, it doesn't lay too flat, everything is so realistic. Let me just take a couple of partings. This is not very comfortable for me like that. There were also a couple of white strands in the donation hair that she sent, which is natural, but I removed them all. I mean, when I was ventilating and coming across a white strand, I would just get rid of it. Okay, I can't really brush it very easily because I'm right behind the camera and I don't want to hit it. But nonetheless, this is the wig. This is how it looks. And it's a full lace wig. It's supposed to be able to be in a high ponytail. Let me just shake it up a little bit. Yeah, I'm not going to brush it upwards now, but I'm going to take approximately, that's how it looks. And I have the high definition part on the neckline, which is not too much, it's not too enough to hide these double knots, but you know, when you're wearing it like that, you barely see anything, so I think it's just fine. I wish I could just grab it a little better so as to show you. Okay, that's how it is. It's a full lace wig, that's why it has this ability to be brushed any direction. So this is the wig taken out of the mannequin head. You can see how it looks. I'm gonna show you against my skin. But I have a whiter skin than this lady, so it's gonna be a little different on her head, obviously. It's nothing different than what you have already seen so far on my channel.